Hi everyone, my name is Maciej and I welcome you to this short 6-episode series documenting my climbing progression and training for the 2024 season. I've decided to make it a 6-episode series and record one episode a month. I think it is a quite optimal interval and hopefully there will be progress from episode to episode. Let me just take a moment and talk about my climbing experience, the goals and the purpose of these videos. I've been climbing for almost 7 years now. This may sound like a whole lot of climbing experience, but the reality is quite the opposite. Most of these years, my typical climbing session would consist of doing 10 to 12 boulders, and then the rest would be just simply socializing. There were times when I really tried to push hard, but I've been also unlucky and inexperienced enough to injure myself and lose the momentum. I would usually pick the overhang juggy boulders and simply have fun. I never liked slopey holds or slabs, so I pretty much never climbed these types of problems. The 7 years that I mentioned are spent on indoor bouldering only. I've never done sport climbing until this year. You can probably see that I have some basic technique in place, but I mostly lack strength and power endurance to be able to excel to higher climbing grades. This year I have changed my attitude a bit. I have a new place to train and I've set up a hangboard and a pull-up bar, and that opens up a lot of training options. I'm gradually building strength and adding new workout sessions to my schedule. Thanks to my friends, I finished a sport climbing course recently and we just came back from our first outdoor climbing trip. It's like the real climbing has now opened its doors for me. Even though we were mostly polishing our rope handling skills and picked the easiest routes, I've had a chance to try some overhangs and they felt really amazing. We are all psyched for the next season. Okay, so enough background story, let's get into some data. I'm 38 years old, 170 centimeters high, and I weigh about 59 kilograms. As you can notice, I'm pretty light. This is probably the reason why I naturally like the overhang boulders. I'll try to take advantage of that and focus on crimpy overhangs as my main climbing style, because it relies heavily on good strength to weight ratio. I consistently climb 6B to 6B plus boulders as my current limit. I've had a time in the late 2018 when I climbed a few 6Cs. And regarding my sports grade, I've actually started sport climbing 2 months ago. Let's say that my grade is 6A for now, it doesn't really matter. I plan to do a lot of sport climbing during these 6 months as my main goal is related to the sport climbing grade. These are some max strength tests for hanging on a 20mm edge and weighted pull-ups. As you can see, I can hold around 150% of my body weight. The funny thing is both tests have the same weight. It might have something to do with the additional weight I have available. I need to get some more weight and retry the tests for the future episodes. My goals are simple: get in the best shape possible and max my grade in these 6 months. I want to target and work on my weaknesses and put emphasis on lead climbing. I would love to be able to climb a 7A route outdoors next year. This is a very high jump from my current grade, but I feel that when I'll focus on endurance, I will be able to progress fast, as the moves on some of the 6Cs sport in my climbing gyms are very doable for me now. The number one rule of my training is not to get injured. I plan to do 3 climbing related trainings per week and 2 workouts. I will try to fit these 5 sessions into 3 days to have more time for the fingers and muscles to rest in between. The climbing related trainings would consist of a strength day with fingerboarding session, a power day, campusing or the moonboard, endurance day, circuits, ARCs or 4x4s, and a simple social climbing session. I will cycle between these 4 types of sessions to fit 3 of them in 1 week. The plan for my strength training is not concrete yet. I will update it as I go and give some information in the future episodes. Here you see me doing the arc training. I instantly noticed after recording this that I need to speed up a bit. I move too slow. This is actually the main reason for me to record these vlogs. I will have some fun video editing, but most importantly, by recording a lot of material for the vlogs, I will have instant reflection on what to improve seeing myself climbing. I've actually recorded a strength workout today. It consisted of hangboarding, pull-ups and dips, all with additional weight. As you can see here, I'm doing dead hangs on a 20mm Beastmaker 1000 edge with 20 kilos of added weight. I did 6 sets of 10 seconds hang with 3 minutes rest in between. Then I rested a bit and moved to some pull-ups and dips with added weight. Here you see 10 kilos added. I guess now you have the basic idea of what and how I want to achieve. I will be recording my trainings and gains through the next month. Okay, thanks for watching and see you in the next episode.